同志社大学入試に出た英単語500。同志社大学の入試英語の英単語にはかなり特徴があります。一言で言うと、抽象的、学術的、論理的です。この特徴をもとに品質単語を厳選してあります。
assume, conclude, define, establish, occur, indicate, involve, significant, require, similar, analyze, factor, approach, concept, theory, major, data, method, research, role, benefit, structure, specific, process, issue, environment, principle, section, function, context, period, individual, interpret, vary, response, requirement, strategy, previous, estimate, income, policy, create, available, percent, legal, finance, consequence, significance, percent, physical, technology, potential, beneficial, impact, analysis, available, significance, assessment, economic, individual, source, distribution, evaluate, variable, procedure, specific, area, aspect, identify, derive, participate, regulate, item, finance, proceed, journal, overall, minimize, relevant, requirement, focus, approach, contract, consistent, occur, authority, research, section, structure, objective, function, require, regime, resident, security, consent, imply, context, dimension, integrate, interpret, mechanism, internal, justify, alternative, coordinate, criteria, emphasize, proportion, philosophy, compensation, contribute, document, dominate, implement, objective, output, project, convention, deduce, demonstrate, component, hypothesis, interaction, justify, attribute, calculate, phase, statistic, status, access, adjust, allocate, capable, constrain, ethnic, invest, monitor, network, output, precise, promote, ratio, resolve, subsidy, undertake, amend, confer, cycle, generate, grant, implement, integrate, internal, label, parameter, predict, principle, promote, resolve, stable, status, summary, undertake, adequate, annual, apparent, attitude, civil, code, commit, contrast, cycle, debate, dimension, error, expose, external, facilitate, flexible, fundamental, liberal, margin, mental, modify, notion, objective, orient, perspective, precise, prime, ratio, rely, revenue, stable, subsidy, substitute, sustain, symbol, target, adjust, allocate, anticipate, appropriate, assure, attain, clarify, compile, conceive, constrain, consult, consume, contradict, converse, device, differentiate, dispose, emerge, enhance, estimation, federal, foundation, guarantee, highlight, illustrate, immigrate, impose, incentive, incorporate, induce, infrastructure, inherent, inspect, intelligence, intense, interval, manipulate, mature, minimize, monitor, motivate, neutral, proceed, predominant, release, reluctant, restore, reveal, scope, transmit, acquire, adapt, aggregate, allocate, attach, capable, collapse, commodity, comprehensive, constitute, context, contribute, detect, deviate, displace, diverse, dynamic, empirical, explicit, extract, finite, hierarchy, incidence, initiate, integrity, intrinsic, investigate, invoke, mutual, offset, plus, priority, protocol, qualitative, quote, rational, reinforce, reverse, scope, simulate, straightforward, subsequent, substitute, sufficient, summarize, suspend, team, transformation, ultimate, utilize, accommodate, acknowledge, amend, apparent, append, appreciate, assemble, assure, attain, author, automate, bias, bond, brief, bulk, cease, coherent, commence, compatible, compile, complement, compound, confer, confine, conform, contemporary, contrary, convert, deny, dispose, dynamic, eliminate, ethic, federal, finite, found, guarantee, highlight, implicit, incorporate, induce, inevitable, inhibit, inspect, intelligence, interval, intrinsic, manipulate, mature, minimal, minimize, nevertheless, overlap, passive, portion, proceed, predominant, preliminary, presume, primary, prime, protocol, publication, quote, refine, relax, release, retain, revenue, reverse, revolution, scenario, schedule, scope, sector, secure, select, sequence, shift, simulate, soul, somewhat, specify, sponsor, statistic, status, straightforward, stress, subordinate, succeed, successor, sufficient, sum, summary, supplement, survey, suspend, symbol, tactic, temporary, tension, terminate, theme, theoretical, transmit, ultimate, undergo, unique, utilize, valid, vehicle, version, via, violate, visible, vision, volume, voluntary, welfare, whereas, widespread, adaptation, adjacent, albeit, assembly, attachment, authoritative, commonly, conformity, consequently, depression, deviation, duration, erosion, exploitation, fluctuation, guideline, incentive, incidence, inclination, inevitable, inhibition, innovation, insight, inspection, intensity, manipulation, ministry, motivation, neutrality, overseas, precedence, projection, refinement, reliability, revolutionary, sensitivity, significance, simulation, stability, substitution, succession, suppression, suspicion, symbolic, synthesis, tolerance, transformation, transmission, uncertainty, underlying, utility, validation, variation, violation, visual, volatility, vulnerability, withdrawal, accumulation, adaptability, allocation, appraisal, articulation, assumption, attachment, attainment, authenticity, authorization, autonomy, clarification, concession, conformity, congestion, conservation, consolidation, constraint, continuity, credibility, cultivation,